I have had a crazy full week of working with coaching women all week, and I have had some really haha moments, like epiphanies and clarity around who she really is and how she shows up. And what repeatedly happened this week was entrepreneurial women. People are either CEOs or they're running businesses, and they're so exhausted, not just like tired exhausted, they're like exhausted to the point that if they feel like they sit down for a minute, they're not enough. If they sit down or take a deep breath or go on a walk outside, that the whole world's going to fall apart around them. And what they think is if they take a weekend off or take a vacation, that will fix all the energy that they've depleted through the week. And it doesn't. It doesn't fill that gap. These are women who are smart. They've built businesses. They've made decisions that are phenomenal, that other people look at and go, oh my God, how do you do that? They've raised families. They've juggled it all at one time. They look all pulled together on the outside. And they come to me a lot of times, not in the first visit, but the second or third, in tears, because they don't know what happened to the old version of themselves. They don't know how they got lost in putting everybody first. And it wasn't until their body was falling apart and they were diagnosed with Hashimoto's or lupus or an injury. And all of a sudden they're kind of looking in the mirror, feeling ashamed and going, what in the hell happened to me? And now what happens is they can't make the $1 million decisions around their business. They don't have the good clarity about hiring employees or how to handle their boss. They're so exhausted. And it'll show up in their bodies. And then when their body becomes completely collapsed and falling apart, they come to me when they're brave enough and courageous enough to really admit that they need help. And instead of going for free PDFs or joining free groups or looking at Instagram and thinking that those things are going to give them all the answers, it gives them some tools. It gives them the basics, but they don't quite ever get to the other side of that transformation that they really need to keep everything afloat, to keep the business or the family together to the point that it doesn't all collapse around them.